Yo, what's going on, guys? This is ShadowDragon and we are back with Doki Doki Fruits of the Literature Club. Guys, if you haven't seen last episode, go check it out. Sayori was kidnapped by a rogue gang of criminals, and I reckon Kagan's like the leader, or he's at least a part of these criminals, man. I think Kagan's got Sayori. Monica tried to fend them off, but she got injured, so she's at the hospital now with Julia. Gotta say, Julia and Monica, loving their character. This is an amazing mod. Well, let's get going. We gotta save Sayori. I stop in front of my house and look at Sayori's. The sight gives me a sickening feeling in my stomach. I haven't felt like this since... I'm so sorry, Ashley. I had to sleep at my door and go directly to my bedroom. I don't bother lying down on my bed. Once I reach my bedroom, I stop in the middle of it. I drop to my knees and look at the carpet. Feeling all of my energy dissipate to thin air, I slump over onto the carpet and close my eyes. Look, Shadow, there are monkeys. Oh. Come on, Shadow. Yeah, smile at something. I don't want to. We've been here for 45 minutes and the damn child hasn't smiled once. Maybe he just isn't interested in the animals we're showing him. I don't want to be here. Come on, I have one more thing I want to show you. Holding my hand, Ashley gently pulls me alongside her. We turn a corner, I can see an enclosure labelled lions. My eyes perk up immediately. Ashley, can we see the lions? You want to go see the lions, Shadow? Yeah. What the? Signs of life? Finally! It's a good choice. Lion are my favourite animals. They are? Yeah. Ashley and Julia take me over to a metal gate that separates me from the kings of the jungle. I watch as several of the beasts prowl around their enclosure. One of them looks at me and roars. I'm starting my sudden noise and almost fall back onto my butt. But Ashley catches me and helps me back up. Do you know why he roared at you? No. He's letting you know that he's the king here. Lions rule at beings they see as opponents to ensure they make their dominance known. Wow, that's really cool. I'm starstruck by the enclosure. I grab into the metal bars and gaze at the scenery for quite a while. He really is captivated by them, huh? Yeah, it's interesting to see. For a boy his age, and after all he's been through, it's kind of disturbing to see him smile. Whenever I see him smile, you don't know how happy it makes me feel. Oh, you're his mother now, eh? Alas, no. I'm his guardian. You can't replace a mother. True. But that doesn't mean I love him any less than a mother. My body telling me to wake up, I roll into my side and open my eyes. That's right. I didn't set my alarm. There were a few times before that I forgot to set my alarm. Sayori would call me and knock on my door to ensure I woke up. But of course, that didn't happen today. I picked myself off the floor and checked my phone. The battery's almost dead. No new messages. No new calls. No nothing. I grab my school uniform and get dressed. It's time to go to school. After I step out of my room, I realize something that sends a cold chill down my back. I don't like how he's not doing anything. I mean, it's hopeless in some cases, sure, but yeah, him and Monica aren't going to be there. You're in Natsuki? I'm going to have to tell them what happens. It's not going to be fun at all, but it's probably best they hear it from me than anyone else. I look to sling my backpack over my shoulder and head downstairs. I mean, at least tell the crew what's going on. Hold on. When I step out onto the sidewalk, it doesn't convey the normal day's tone. It's just silent. I turn away from my neighborhood and begin my walk to school. Man, Sayori. Walking down the street, something cracks and snap and whips on my mind. The car. I've seen that suspicious car around Sayori's house lately. I remember the make and model of it. I'm going to keep an eye out to see if I can find any cars that are similar nearby. Mentally docketing that piece of information, I speed up my pace. Reaching the school's front gate and courtyard, I immediately duck to the left to stay out of everyone's way. Now is not time for me to be social. Carefully evading people who glance at me, I get to the back of school and enter for the gym entrance. With last period finally over, I make my way to the club room. Just in time to see Natsuki peeking out and scurrying back inside. I stop short before the door and take a deep breath. Please, God, let this be over quickly. I walk into the room, remaining completely silent. Silence, however, doesn't last long before Natsuki walks up to me. Hey, Shadow, do you know where Monica and Sayori are? It's been like 10 minutes and I'm getting a little impatient. What is that face for? I look Natsuki in the eyes, still unable to speak. If you keep looking at me like that, you're going to make me start thinking something bad happened or something. So cut it out, dummy. Shadow, you certainly don't look happy at all. I need to tell you, get two girls something. Please sit down. Both the girls sit down and look at me, curious about my next words. I'd look both of them in the eye and begin to explain what happened last night. They're both completely silent. Please tell me you're joking. If it is, it isn't funny. No, I'm sorry, girls, I'm not joking. I lower my head and allow them to feel their emotions. So, Sayori this is horrible. I'm pure Sayori. At least Monika's safe, right? Yes. I made sure she was sent to the hospital for care. How did it even happen? I don't know. I haven't gone to see Monika in the hospital yet. Do the police know? Law enforcement has already been notified. It's my understanding that a local group in the area has been abducting young girls and is pretty active in the city now. Oh, that means we aren't safe, right? No. But until Monika is back in action, I'll be taking over the club. And it's evident we are too emotional to really continue. So I'm going to be personally escorting you both home today. Are you sure? Yes. I will see to it that you both get home safely today. But with that said, until Monika is back from the hospital, you two are going to be home as soon as school ends. That way you're with crowds as you leave. And that mitigates any possibility for you two to be abducted. If that's what you think is best. Okay. Good. Pack your things. We're leaving in 5 minutes. Both girls quietly and quickly comply. I lean back into my seat and vigorously rub my forehead. I allow myself to tunnel into deep thought for a moment, but it doesn't last as long as the chair is pushed next to mine. 2, actually. Huh? Natsuki's the first to speak. Her pearly eyes meet to my soul's black eyes. I am really sorry for what happened. Sayori she was a special girl and she cared a lot about you. Funny you say that. We should just become boyfriend and girlfriend too. Oh. Yuri reaches her hand out to place it on my shoulder. Natsuki looks extremely hesitant to move. Yuri gives her a nod of approval when she leans forward and hugs me. Yuri follows. Bro, I love this mod! I never expected these two to console me. I should be the one to comfort them, but then the tables have been turned on me. After a moment of silence, I sent out breaking our group hug. Are you two ready? Both Natsuki and Yuri nod. I grab my bag and walk out into the hallway. First, we'll drop off Natsuki since her father is strict about a curfew. Then I drop off Yuri. Returning home silently, I feel my phone buzz. Please stay safe. The secondary notification. Thank you, and please show up for school tomorrow. I don't think Yuri and I can handle losing another friend. Closing my phone without responding to either, I continue walking. Full on, my work phone tries to life. I reach into my pocket, pull it out, and answer it promptly. Yo. Hey, how are you holding up? That isn't important. You called me. What is it? Julie hesitates to answer for a moment. I have the file for you. Good, I'll take the nearest train and head to you. That won't be necessary. I'm at your house. Already? I assumed you would be home immediately, so I called. I was escorting Yuri and Natsuki home. I see. Just don't take too long, okay? We don't have all the time in the world anymore. I understand. As I approach my house, I notice a completely different car than Julie's. Julia's now a normal flash sports model. This one's more sleek and professional. She's leaning against it, watching me as I approach. She opens the back door and ushers me inside. She walks around to the other side of the back seat and gets in as she walks. In the middle of the seat is a single manila envelope that separates us. I grab it and begin to examine the contents. A large packet of printed paper displays countless documents and articles regarding a specific group in the area. Jesus Christ, this is all about them? Yeah. A lot of it isn't really useful for this instance, though. Just a lot of tax fraud, petty larceny, and some online fraud. Nothing too major. I see. Yeah, the central branch kept record of them? We were requested to. I see. Alright, I'll examine everything tonight. Without saying another word, I silently exit Julie's car and return home. At the corner of my eye, I see her wave sadly to me, which I don't attempt to reply to. Sitting back in my bed, I place the envelope to my side and begin to study its contents. Julia wasn't kidding. There isn't much that I can actually use. Just the usual records and reports, but there isn't harm right now in trying to scavenge something useful. Understand the long night ahead of me, I've relaxed and begin. Come on. We've got to find her. She can't die. No. My alarm wakes me up. Promptly sitting up, a quick prayer as I planned last night. I hide the envelope between my mattress and bed frame. Looking out the window, I make sure the street is clear and empty. I know Natsuki and Yuri wanted to come to school today, but they'll understand why I'm not. One of us is in the hospital and is probably rather shaken, so that is the priority. Yeah, he's going to see Monika. I arrive at the hospital in which Monika is admitted and speak to the receptionist. She's hesitant at first about telling me where Monika is roomed. But after providing Julie's information informing her that I'm a close friend of Monika, she gives me the room number. Walking down a small hallway, I reach an elevator and enter it. An envelator, guys. Reaching a very bright, clean, and vibrant hallway. What the hell? Why is there a literal nurse in the flippin' picture? I'm not gonna ask. I make my way to Monika's hospital room. I take a moment while I silently advance down the hallway to look around and understand the reality of the situation. Monika, my friend and club president, is in the hospital. Sayori is missing and the other girls are panicking for their safety. I have to make this right. I reach Monika's room, gently open the wooden door. Stop gently opening the door, man! For God's sake! Oh, this is a really nice room. Step into the room, Monika is lying back in her bed. She turns her head to face me and smiles weakly. Hey, Monika. Not your usual greeting. Monika speaks sadly. She's still dressed in her normal clothing. They probably aren't admitting her for long if they haven't bothered putting her in a gown yet. Oh yeah, I guess. I normally say, yo, how are you feeling? That's a question I should be asking you. I'm worried about you. Sayori told me about how we just started dating, right? Yeah. I take it in my chair and sit down next to Monica's bed. I'm so sorry for not saving her. I don't think you really had control over the situation, Monica. I'm sure you did what you could. I really did. Monica's face sullens even further and tears fall down her cheeks. I told Natsuki and Yuri about what happened. They were really worried about you and Sayori. I hope they're okay too. I took over the club until you come back. With that, I suspended the club until you fully return. I can't risk the other two girls being taken while walking that late anyway. That's a great idea, Shadow. Thank you for watching over our friends. Don't mention it. Listen, I know it's going to be hard, but I need you to tell me as much as you can remember about what happened. I need specifics, voices, names if you heard any car type and color or times. As much as you can give me. Yeah, I can do that. You aren't going to question why I need it? I'm taken back by Monica's trust and comply. No. Your Aunt Julia told me a lot about you, and she told me you just want to help, and that if I had any questions, it would be best to ask you. So Julia used the aunt title. She gave it to herself shortly after I became attached to Ashley. I want you to understand that I'm going to try my best to find Sayori. You're going to look for her? What else can I do? Sayori needs my help, and I can't really stand around and wait for others to do it. As someone who cares about her and all of you, I'm going to do whatever I can to help. I understand. Now, I want you to tell me exactly what happened. Monica and Sayori went to a nearby shop that they both loved for bows. Sayori apparently couldn't stop giggling about how she wanted to show off a pretty red nude bow to her boyfriend. Monica apparently felt some excitement for it as well. They spent a little longer than expected at the shop, but when they started walking home, a black car with several men stopped in front of them. They pulled Sayori into the car and one of them swung a baseball bat into Monica's skull. Oh, that's so messed up. Claude's going to become disoriented and helpless. She regained consciousness a few minutes later after the car sped off. She tried with all her strength to call for help. That is when I picked up. That is pretty much it. I see. Rubbing my chin, I begin to piece the information Monica provided to what I read last night. And just sure you can't remember what the men were wearing. One of them had a white shirt on. Did Kagan have a white shirt? That's all I can remember from being here. Interesting. Why would they take Sayori and not you? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, Monica's, yeah, she's pretty attractive. Like, for that kind of aspect, you'd think they'd take her, you know? And she's young as well. That's kind of weird. You said Sayori put up quite a fight before they took her away. You, on the other hand, and no offense, were completely useless while incapacitated. Yeah, I kept thinking about that too. Why was Sayori taking her, not me? Thank you, Monica. Listen, I'll come to check in on you later today, okay? I need to run back home and grab something. Then I need to make sure Yuri and Natsuki get home safely after school. I'll be back by the end of the night. You're doing so much for us. Thank you, Shadow. Don't thank me. Giving Monica a gesture of farewell, I exit her room and then the hospital. Wow, man. Walking back, I find it difficult to connect the dots in Monica's information. Something doesn't add up. I know what Monica was saying is true. She wouldn't lie about something like this. It must have just been a coincidence about another group in the city kidnapping girls. Or is it the perfect cover in a way it requires further thought? I wonder what Julia told Monica that night after I left. Where is Shadow? Sweetheart, don't move too much, just sit back and relax. I'm taking you to the hospital. Okay. Shadow, how'd you end up in this mess? You feeling better? Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, I feel really bad. What was your name? My name is Julia. I'm Shadow's aunt. Oh, well, hello. I'm sorry to drag you here. I really appreciate you taking me to the emergency room. Don't think too much of it. I think Shadow would have tried carrying you here himself if I didn't show up. But he was not in the right mindset. What do you mean? Let's see. Shadow is very protective. I don't doubt that if I didn't show up, he would have run off to try and find Sayori's captors. And without preparation, he can get himself killed. What about if he has preparation? Yeah, with preparation, Shadow can do anything. I've personally seen it. So if he comes to you for questions, or if you ever have any questions, it would be best to ask him. All he wants to do is help and make everything right. Shadow really is a good person. If you told him directly, he would deny it. But I agree, he is a good kid. I've watched him grow up into a very strong man, especially after all he has been through. He isn't really the person to show much emotion, but... Huh, he read a poem about a girl named Ashley. Is that the woman who cared for him? He read a poem for her? Yeah, it was a really good one too. He read it out loud at a little event we had for our club. Ah, I didn't think he would have had it in him. He doesn't talk much about her. Did something bad happen? Shadow grew very attached to Ashley. When he first came into her care, he didn't talk at all. He was completely silent, secluded, and refused to eat. He was pretty hell-bent on giving up on life. Shadow? It's hard to picture now, eh? But Ashley was just as stubborn as he was. She kept at it day and night to encourage him to become at least a tad bit social. Then one day, he actually started to talk. He looked up at me and said my name. Scared the living hell out of me, to be honest. That sounds pretty strange. Especially since how he is now, right? Well, I have to go. You get some rest now. Thank you, Julia. Why do I keep calling her Julia? Thank you, Julia. I really appreciate it. Oh, wait, one more thing. Huh? Did your shadow call the police? Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, Monica. Connecting the dots slowly, man. Oh, if Kagan's behind us, I'm beating the crap out of him. Monica, you're back! Hi, I'm glad to be back. It was wonderful. Oh my god, what was that? It was wonderful to hear you recovered quickly. I appreciate you girls. Is Shadow here? This doesn't make sense. It's gotta be a dream. Look at the filter in the rain. About that, he hasn't been to school lately. Huh? Why not? We sort of can't find him. Oh god. I sure hope he's okay. I do too, Yuri. So, have you heard anything about Sayori? Not a single thing, I'm afraid. I really feel for Shadow. He and Sayori were just starting to date. They've been closed for quite a while now. She was unbelievably happy when I saw her. Now all I can see her is her terrified face. I pray every night that the police will find her. Either them or I. Oh, I love that entrance, man. He's such a badass. Shadow, you're okay. Of course I am. Just where have you been? Don't worry about it. We were all rather worried about you. Again, don't. Shadow, you're all wet. Yeah, I just got it. However, I have some information for all of you. Each of the girls' clear expressions look at me. The police have been looking a lot in the area lately. But from what I've heard, they've come up with no Sayori yet. However, they have a few leads of where she could be. Either that or where some people who helped kidnap her are. Maybe those bastards can get what they deserve for taking our friend. Yeah, oh, what Natsuki said. That's really good to hear. Wait, how do you know this? I've kind of been speaking with a few officers here and there. They can't tell me much, but at least give me progress. And any in the search for Sayori is good. Yes, very. And another thing. Each of you girls aren't in any danger. Take a seat at the chair. I lean forward and support myself with my forearms. Apparently from what Monica told me when I saw her in the hospital and some things I've read, if they intended on taking any of you girls, especially Monica since she was there that night, they would have done it already. The group apparently has a fixation on only Sayori. God knows why. Because Kagan's in it! I'm freaking calling it! I lean back and rub my temples. So you're saying we're safe? For now, yeah. This isn't fair. Sayori doesn't deserve to have this happen to her. This could have easily been prevented if Shadow went with her, but no, he let her go alone. What kind of boyfriend does that? Natsuki! No, she's right. I should have gone with her. Sighing, I stand up and walk out the club room. Wait! Knowing Natsuki wanted to call out to me, I leave the school. Natsuki is extremely right. None of this would have happened if I had gone with Sayori. I hope what I told the girls helped ease their mind. The police really are looking for Sayori and have come up with nothing. But I am also out there looking. I have the few leads that can help me find Sayori. I intend to find her. I have to make this right. Oh, damn. I promise. Portside District. Wait. Oh, crap. This is the car. Alright, guys. I can't believe I have to end the video here. This is getting insane. But yeah, this was pretty emotional. And now we're going to see the captors. Bet your Kagan's in it. I'm waiting for him. We're going to beat him up, I swear. Look, yeah, but if you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.